Hello, Aaron Kubitz here, personal trainer at Functional Aesthetics CC, where we're helping average guys perform better in their life outside the gym. In today's video, I'm just going to be recapping some basic back and biceps type training that I've been doing recently. So in years past, I had a much more complex type of routine. I had a lot more different types of exercises in my routine and a lot more volume than I have currently. And for various different reasons, I have scaled that back greatly, and I feel that although maybe in like the endurance aspect or something, maybe gotten slightly worse, but I feel like overall my conditioning, my strength has stayed pretty much the same and even got improved in some areas. So one of the reasons that I backed off on the training is something that probably a lot of you guys can relate to, is just a lack of time. So prior to that, I was working a full-time job and sometimes, working 50 hours a week. And then, but after that, I didn't really have anything else going on. Then, flash forward, I was going to school full-time and college full-time and had even less time. And then after college, I decided to start up my business. And so then I was working and had just gotten married and was trying to work on the business as well. So my training volume, I just couldn't do the same things that I had done before, eat the same way, train the same way, and had to figure out a different way and a more abbreviated way to train. So this is kind of a reflection of that. So basically in this video, keeping it primarily to two primary exercises and really focusing on overall just progressively overloading the movements and getting stronger. So probably for the past 6 months to a year, prior to this, I had not been doing very much direct arm work at all. It had been pretty much every once in a while I'd do some pull-ups or some chin-ups, and then most of my arm work was gotten vicariously through doing bench presses or bent over rows, deadlifts, things like that, and the pull-ups. So not directly doing curls or anything like that. And so recently, to my surprise, I got back into actually doing some direct arm work, which you see in the video, and I was pleasantly surprised that I rapidly was getting much stronger than I had previously. So instead of doing the traditional 4 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, I did a lot different type of protocol than you typically see with bodybuilding type training, which is typically done for the arms. So typically for your arms, you're trying to build hypertrophy, you're trying to get bigger arms and stuff like that. Well, I decided, since my goals were more bodyweight calisthenics type stuff and getting stronger overall to help improve my calisthenic strength, that I was just going to focus on lower rep, higher weight stuff to just improve that overall strength. So at some point I'll probably go back to higher volume training, because doing low volume heavy stuff indefinitely is not, eventually you're going to plateau there as well. And so the ideal way is to kind of cycle back and forth. You want to have times where you're building up the endurance base, kind of like similar to long distance running, which I used to do. You build up that volume of longer, slower runs, and then start incorporating speed work into there. Same thing with lifting weights. You start out with lighter weights, a little bit higher reps, and then as you progress, the reps go down, the weight goes up, and then you cycle back to a little bit higher reps, but still a little higher load than you were the previous cycle. And this is the very basic linear periodization model. So without further ado, I will get into the video, let you guys kind of see a little bit of what I'm doing. Nothing too fancy at all, but felt pretty good and was pretty impressed with some of the curling weights that I was able to do towards the middle of the video. So if you guys don't have a lot of time, you can fast forward to that, check that out, and we'll see you on the flip side of the video. Thanks, guys. Alright, thanks for making it this far through the video. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the stuff. That curl that I had there is just one rep of 110 pounds, so definitely one of the heaviest curls that I've ever done, at least for a strict curl. Sometimes I'll do like cheat curls where you get a little bit of a swing into it. Still done under control, and would not recommend beginners doing cheat curls just because you need to focus on engaging the proper muscle groups, and you don't necessarily quite have that coordination in order to be able to maintain control while you're adding momentum to the movement. So cheating the curl up, and then you can do slow negatives down, and then do isolated stuff at the end. But anyway, that was, I think, one other time I might have done 2 or 3 reps with that weight, but definitely one of the highest ones that I've done so far. Maybe at some point the goal is to get up to 8 to 10 reps with 100 pounds in the curl, if that's in the cards for me. I don't have a very large frame, so but I definitely think that it's probably possible at some point for me. So the other stuff was basically just deadlifts. The reason, and if you've watched other videos and stuff that's been around for a long time, adding curls and chin-ups and pull-ups to a deadlifting workout is a great idea, simply because in the deadlift you're already doing that pull movement, so the nervous system's kind of primed for that, and then when you're doing bent over rows, you're also getting a little bit of biceps action in there, and so then to finish it off after you've hit the major muscle groups and then hit the biceps after to get a little bit more volume in there for them to help them grow and get stronger as well. So guys, that's all I got for today. If you liked the video, if you'd like to see more content related to rehab, preventing injuries, nutrition, lifting videos such as this, I will have other videos as well in specific things about technique, getting stronger, designing your workout programs in the future. If you like that kind of content and you are dedicated to improving yourself, getting stronger, both inside and outside the gym, then please subscribe to the channel, hitting that button in the lower right hand corner of the screen, and obviously hit the like button so that more people interested in this kind of content can see it as well. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you all next time.